The NFL Combine underway right now in Indianapolis, and here are the most Combine participants according to their conference. SEC at the top, no surprise, 68. At the bottom, though, the Big 12 with only 30. Hello and welcome to our Campus Insider Studios. I'm Shea Pepler, and joining me from Indianapolis at the NFL Combine is our NFL Draft Insider, Russ Lande. And Russ, we're going to play a game here of fill in the blank on some of the top storylines surrounding the Combine. We're going to start with who else? Jameis Winston. So, Russ, you would draft Jameis in the what round?
I would take him in the fourth round. I just don't see this guy as a premier quarterback talent on the field. I think he makes too many mistakes, has bad footwork. And because of that, then you add in the character stuff. To me, it's not a guy that's going to be a consistently productive starter in the NFL.
Interesting. Wow, Russ. So here's the next one. Blank could shock football fans and be drafted number 1 overall.
You know, there's a lot of talk about a number of players. One you don't hear is Andres Pete, an offensive tackle out of Stanford. I think as we get closer to draft day, people are going to look at offensive tackles and say, wow, we really need a great one to stop these pass rushers. This kid's a special kid, very long, athletic, all the tools to start early. I will throw one red herring out there. DGB, Darrell Green Beckham, formerly of Missouri, Oklahoma. If this kid's character checks out, he could be the first pick in the draft also.
Going back to Pete, son of former Cardinals offensive lineman Todd Pete. Interesting nugget there. Player that can raise his stock the most this week is?
You know, it's Max Williams, a tight end out of Minnesota. He's generally regarded as the number 1 tight end in the draft, but generally thought of as a third-round player. If he knocks it out of the park this week, in interviews, in his workout, and checks out medically, I think he'll end up being chosen between 15 to 25 in the first round because I think he's a rare physical talent.
Wow. All right, finally, Russ, and this one is most important because we like your opinion. Prospect you like more than most scouts is?
You know, there's a small receiver return guy named Kaelin Clay out of Utah. Not a lot of publicity nationally, but when you put the film on, he's one of the most explosive, dynamic players in the entire nation. He changes games. He wins the field position battle every single game. I think this guy's going to end up being a third-round pick and end up making a big impact as a rookie.
Yeah, great player. Unfortunately, he's known a lot for dropping the ball before the goal line in that game against Oregon, but
exactly.
All of that could be erased, right, Russ? All right, Russ Lande, thanks so much for the insight. Enjoy the Combine. We'll catch up with you soon.
You got it, Shay. Thank you.
And we've got more Combine analysis here on Campus Insiders as our own Pete Fiutek shares which guys have the most to prove. That's right here on CampusInsiders.com.